What's up everybody, welcome back to the channel, and in today's video I've got another comp video for you guys, and this time it's divisionals and it is in the spot Louisville, so let's get right on into it. Alright, so my first route that I came out to was route number 2. It was definitely the hardest one of the two qualifying routes, and even like this start move, it's here to get you nervous. It was pretty technical, like these holds weren't as good as I thought they were going to be. And then you had to like come up to these crimps. The bottom part was like decently technical. All the holds were pretty good though, but this route was definitely like pretty grip intensive and technical, which is an interesting combo. But overall the bottom was pretty easy. And then once you get right here, these pinches were like basically no text. The texture was so bad, like they were so hard to hold on to. You had to pinch them so hard. It was so hard to stay calm there. And then right here, I probably should have trusted the beta I knew because it was a heel hook, and my foot just slipped because it wasn't in a heel hook. On to route number 2. This one was the first one. It was the easiest one, or the easier one of the two, but I knew that I had to get pretty high on this one to qualify for finals, so I just tried to calm myself down, get ready for this route. I got on and just told myself that I was going to try as hard as I possibly could to send it. The bottom started off pretty chill though too. It was a bunch of these big pinches and pretty nice crimps. And then coming over here to the corner, it was like a bunch of lie backing on these pretty bad crimps. All the crimps were starting to get like pretty slopey too, and a bunch of them were blocked, which was not cool. This middle part right here with the square volume, like getting up there, was definitely trying to like lose a lot of people. Definitely there to get you nervous because it's a pretty hard move up to this hold right here. Trying not to barn door out from the wall. But after that move, it was pretty much just technical slab root climbing from there. And it was around this slope where I was trying to start, finding some little rests, trying to get anything back because I was starting to get pretty pumped. It was pretty hard to try and get anything back though, because like all the crimps were like really small and all the feet were pretty bad. And around right here, I was pretty pumped. I was just like, I was giving it everything I had. I really wanted to make it to finals, so I was just like pulling super hard in these crimps, trying to shake out any little bit that I could. But right here is where the top part got really hard. All their volumes were made out of wood, so they were all pretty much no texture. They were all pretty bad. And then I kind of fumbled the foot swap because it was like this really small foot on the wooden holds, and it just kind of popped a little, and yeah, it took me off the route. I was also just too pumped to like do anything else. Alright, on to the finals route. I was pretty confident coming out into the finals route because it was like an overhang. I love overhanging routes. I really dislike slab routes, even though I do train a bunch of them to make sure I'm pretty good at them. But, it started out on this pretty easy bottom section on these crimps and good slopers. This was definitely a very power endurance-y route though. Like, I should have trained a lot more power endurance. I wasn't expecting it to be this powerful and on all these hard moves and hard crimps. When I got to this big slope where I thought I could kind of get a little bit back, but I was still getting kind of pumped. And then around here, though, is when my confidence was probably my downfall. I thought this move would have been a lot easier than it was, and I just kind of was rushing through it, trying to get to the top, but I underestimated that move. It was actually really hard, and I should have taken more time, used more power on it, tried to see what I could have done better, but I was 2 moves away from nationals. I hope y'all enjoy. Please leave a like and subscribe.